In this video, we're gonna use AI to enhance PDF accessibility. We're gonna take a look at some of the latest advancements in AI to figure out how we can make our PDFs more accessible. Welcome to the Accessibility Guide channel. My name is Shawn and let's jump into the ring. Now, this probably goes without saying, but PDFs are a total nightmare. They are often inaccessible. There's about a million different ways to create them. And unless you have in-depth knowledge on how to tag a PDF, it can be very challenging to make it accessible in a short amount of time. Something that I've been teaching others how to do is running the built-in auto tag feature within Adobe Acrobat Pro DC. If we select the menu button in Adobe Acrobat, and then select Preferences, under the Accessibility category, there's an option to enable cloud-based auto tagging for accessibility. We can then select OK, and let's go ahead and auto tag this PDF. I'm going to select Prepare for Accessibility and then automatically tag the PDF. And what this does is it perfectly applies a heading structure to the document. We have an H1 tag, an H2 tag, a table of contents, with all of our content properly nested and linked. Now, it's not totally perfect, but it's a great first start to getting tags inside of your PDF. Next, we need to follow the rest of the accessibility guide method for making our PDFs accessible. So step 1 is getting tags into the document. Step 2 is going to be walking the tags tree to ensure all of our content is there. Step 3 is going to be editing those tags to ensure that they are accurate. For example, our table of contents and our table tags, we need to make sure that everything came through appropriately with our table headers and table data cells. Step 4 of the accessibility guide method is to ensure the tags are in the correct reading order. Step 5 will be setting the metadata by going to the menu button and then document properties and filling out the description tab. Step 6 is then running the built-in accessibility checker and then running the PAC 2024 tool for WCAG compliance and PDF UA. And then step 7 is for testing with assistive technology. Now, there's another really cool thing we can do with AI. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna create some alternate text using a test for ChatGPT, Perplexity, and Google Gemini. What I first want to do is actually show you the image that I want to generate some alternate text for. All right, here is a sample image that I have, which represents the City of Hayward downtown specific plan update for existing zoning map. This is like a super complicated graphic. How would you write alternate text for this image? Well, we could spend the time writing it out, or we could experiment using AI. So what I'm gonna do is I'm first going to write a prompt, and then we're gonna select that same prompt and post it into each one of these 3 tools with our screenshot. So the first prompt I'm gonna write into ChatGPT will be, I am writing alternate text for a person with no vision. I have a complicated graphic that I want you to describe in detail. And that's it. I could give more information that this is like for a geographic course. Let's go ahead and do that. This is for a geology course. And let me get the graphic. All right, and I'm gonna copy this and let's drop in the graphic and then let's paste that in. And then I'm gonna go over to Perplexity. I'm gonna paste the same prompt, drop in my image and send that through. Let's go to Gemini. We're gonna do the same thing, drop our prompt and our image. And so right now we've ran it through ChatGPT, Perplexity, and Gemini. So let's do ChatGPT first. The description on this is pretty impressive. This is a zoning map titled City of Hayward Downtown Specific Plan Update. This map shows the zoning categories with the downtown specific plan boundary in Hayward, California. It gives me the map layout and orientation. It gives us the zoning legend, the zoning patterns, and the map label and markers. That's pretty good. It says the north is oriented upward. City limits are shown in a thinner gray dashed line. Zoning patterns and location highlights. The majority of DTSP area is in red, indicating central city commercial zoning. That's awesome. All right, let's check out Perplexity. So Perplexity said, the graphic is a zoning map titled City of Hayward Downtown Specific Plan Updates at the top left. Awesome. It gives us the overall content. That's pretty good. Let's check out Gemini. This is a City of Hayward Downtown Specific Plan Update. It displays the designated land use areas, geological and hydrological features, Interesting. The most prominent natural features of the map are two creeks, which are important to understanding the area's geography and potential geological hazards like flooding or erosion. Interesting that it gives us that. Other zones and features, special distribution. Honestly, Google Gemini did a really good job at describing this, but Perplexity did a pretty good job too. What if I forced it to give it to us in 150 characters or less? Can you write it in 150 characters or less? And let's just see what it comes up with. Zoning map of downtown Hayward showing color-coded zones for residential, commercial, civic, and planned areas with BART line and station marked. Let's see how Perplexity will do. Pretty much the same exact thing. What about Gemini? A zoning map of downtown Hayward, California shows commercial red and residential zones with high-density housing border San Lorenzo Creek to the northeast. Interesting, okay. Now, what if I could tell you that I've come across a tool that can instantly convert your PDFs to accessible HTML using AI? Well, there's a brand new tool called DocAccess by Streamline, and I want to show you what a finished product could be. So I'm in my user account, and right now I have every file on my website with DocAccess installed, and I want to show you what it looks like. We can select this preview button, and I have a large 15-page scan of a PDF that is like absolutely terrible. With one click, I can have it automatically accessible in HTML. It turns all of that content into readable text. Not only that, we can ask a question to our document. We can say, what is the main takeaway? And it will give us the main takeaway information here. We have a document outline, which it automatically finds all of the headings. We have disability assistance. This is built-in 24/7 support for IRA, where they'll offer 30 minutes of free visual assistance, and you can translate your document live right here in the browser to over 150 languages. But what's best about this transcript view is it's totally accessible with the screen reader. I could launch JAWS or NVDA or VoiceOver right now and be able to navigate all of the content that is in this page. It is absolutely apparent that AI is changing how we tackle PDFs today. If you want to get a demo to DocAccess, just reach out to me via email. And if you want to figure out how I can help you get accessible, book a free meeting with me from the link below. And as always, I can be your champion for inclusion. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.